Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to another SaruShow, the one day of the week where we talk about a subject that you guys pick. We answer the questions here together, and it's a good time. We do this almost every week, depends. Sometimes we'll switch it up and do a video game show until live, and sometimes we won't do it at all because we don't have any air conditioning. But we're back in our normal spot now, which is a blessing in itself. Speaking of blessing, the Pope has blessed the chat. Welcome in Cassius as well, Daniel Barry, Yakup. Oh, thank you for the $1 super chat. I appreciate it. Matthew says, "Is this a Saru and a panda live with AC?" I know, right? What a novel concept. But anyhow, so we did this thing here. The only reason I think on borderline one of this, we're calling it Hot Summer Huchan. She has no AC either, so she's really hot, temperature wise. I'm borderline already donated $40 for this one. We're gonna just do a mini charm if it hits 60, and if we hit 100, we'll do a big charm. Basically, that's how it'll go. But anyhow, welcome in, and Matthew, you'll automatically get one. Matthew gets one by default. The only reason we're doing this is because Matthew wanted it anyway. Otherwise, no deal. But yeah, Matthew, you get one automatically. So don't donate for it. At least not for yourself. You're gonna get one. Saru was amazing with Mario Paint on Switch. I forgot about that. We even clipped that too. We can't show it on YouTube, but Twitch is a whole other thing. It's a whole other thing. Mackenzie, what's up? He says, "What's up, Saru crew? Welcome in, Mackenzie. How are you?" All right, let's get to the weekly question, you guys. We had asked you, what is the strangest game purchase you ever made, right? So, like, you bought it at a weird store or under weird circumstances, or what?
Or like my situation. You found the game in a random pile of clothes.
Yeah, you found the game in someone's old laundry at the swamp meet, or you were at the carnival and the clown tried to sell you a game. I don't know. You guys give me. I want to hear it. I want to hear those stories. Let's see, how many did we get today? Actually, we got 10 of them today. All right, but if you guys want to answer it, you still can. Every week we do a drawing as well for a for a prize. You can either get like a charm, or you can get a game from our game giveaway box. Sorry, I've been up a long time on like 3 hours of sleep because I had like an interview today with Cherry Pixel Ninja's channel, which was awesome. Me and Tater were both on that together, and I asked Tater if he wanted to be on it. I told him, "You're gonna be on it, whether you want to or not." No, I'm just kidding. I asked him, and he said yes, which was cool. If there are ever interviews where I can bring him on to talk about technical stuff, that would be awesome. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into it. The link to the question has been pinned up at the top by Matthew, so thank you, Matthew. If you want to answer it there for your chance to win a prize, you can. Otherwise, you could answer in chat too, and we'll talk about it as well. You don't have to do the form. The form is just for the prize, so we can put you in the wheel, but you could always just throw it in chat as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look here. Oh, welcome in. Richard Davis says, "A buddy came into my house with a girl I'd never met, sat in the back seat, and she had a Paper Mario booklet in the floorboard. I said, 'Whoa, this is one of my favorite games. Could I have this?' She said, 'Oh yeah, the game and the box are back there too. I'm throwing out some trash for my aunt. You can just have it.'" That's crazy. I wonder how many things just get thrown away like that, right? Because people don't know what it is, and they're like, "I don't got room for this shit. I don't know what this stuff is."
And a lot of
people throw it away. Just like he found a $1 Target Earth, a game that's easily worth $30 loose. He got for $1 because it was just in a pile of someone's old laundry, literally, that they're trying to get rid of, in a pile of clothes that was marked $1.
The guy was yelling, $1, $1, yep. Clothes, $1. My mom was like, "Here, look for these pants for your cousin." I'm like, "Okay." and I went to the look, and then I literally got the pants off and it fell out. I'm like, what the hell?
You're like, whoa!
What's this thing? Genesis game?
At the time, you didn't know what that game was, right?
No,
and you brought it. He brought it home. He was like, "Oh, I found this for $1." I was like, "Wow!" It's Assault Suit Lanos, because that's the U.S. Assault Suit Lanos. You know, for $1, man, what a bargain. Richard says nearly a $300 value, and she was just throwing it out. People are still out there that don't know what they have. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, a lot of people don't, you know, or they see games like they're like, oh, this is little kid shit, right? You know, a lot of people still have that mentality, and I don't follow them. It's however they grew up, right? Some people grow up with those are toys, right? So that's what they think. The value is worth, whatever it is to whoever knows what that item is. So I totally get that. Sweet Like Sugar says, my sister once found a CIB Sega CD game in the forest. What game was it? Did it work still? Was it scratched all to hell? I'm kind of curious. Can I get a Dr. Pepper? I brought you a 7-Up too, by the way. Let's see. The Pope says some of these aren't finding games. They're real life side quests. Yeah, I feel like, though, nowadays, because of the internet, people are more privy to what prices of things are, right? Like, people are more aware of what prices of stuff are. Bort says, my pet cat Kiwi is looking at the TV in my gaming since she likes it when I put SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom so that I can play it. Your cat likes SpongeBob, huh? Well, I mean, he is your cat. But let's see here. Was it haunted? Says Yak Up. Some of these, Sweet Leisure says 3 games. Oh, 3 games. Oh, you said games, plural. I didn't even see that. Vi, Power Rangers, and one more. Cool. Oh, what was the third game? Dude, Vi is an expensive game now. I don't think Power Rangers is, but Vi is like $100 game. Oh! Hot Hugh-chan.
Hot Hutch and Charm to be sent to Tsunami Sam. This just covers shipping cost as well.
Oh, Matthew, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so Tsunami Sam's name gets put on the package. We send her a charm. Thank you for that. Very cool. Very cool. Nerd Strategy says, Saru, not sure if I answered the question. It's not safe for work. That's okay. Let's see. Let me take a quick look, see if you're in here. Let's see. Taters, nuff. No, you didn't. If you want to answer it, you can, though. I haven't even started reading them yet, so if you want to answer it, I'll just read it later on. You can totally answer it. Pretty much you have until before I reach the end of these to answer it, basically. Twitch is now allowing users to gift 200 subs to people in chat as of today. Like 200 at one shot? Damn, could you imagine? Dude, that'll make for a big ass Twitch payout that month. That's awesome. Let's see here. Richard says this one's not as valuable but still really cool. The Pope says, I hope my childhood collection is somebody's strange circumstances story. Before the retro boom, my dumbass just threw everything out. Did you really? Man, I used to give away tons of stuff. I've given away so much stuff back then. When it came to games, my friends were like, yeah, this game is cool. I'd be like, you want it? You can have it. Richard says, I'm a waiter. And I got to talking to a table. Turns out he was an antiques dealer and told him I still play my SNES a lot. He went to his car and came back with a copy of Illusion of Gaia, another banger. Dude, that game, I loved all the quintet shit. Dude, all that quintet stuff was fire. Left it to me as a tip. No cash, but $30 value, and I ended up falling in love with the game. Beautiful love story, 16-bit. Yeah, that game is awesome. It's an awesome game. That's an awesome tip, actually. Yeah. That's a great tip. Nerd says 200 at one shot. That's like $600 with tax. Yeah, I don't know. What is Twitch's cut? I don't even know. You think I should know these things, right? Being that I stream to Twitch like 3 times a week. Isn't Twitch's cut like 60% or something? Or is it 50? I don't remember. I think they change it to something and people got mad, or was that just for partner? I don't know. I have to go look. I don't remember. Randy says, I take cash, card, and retro games. All right, let's get into the weekly question. We had asked you guys, what was the strangest game purchase you ever experienced and why? Or why, if there is a why. But, Desert Lizard, what's up? He says, oh shit, Saru God. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? Welcome in, Desert Lizard. Tater says, I take your mom.
Mom.
Redrick says, I read that. Nerd Strategy says, Twitch is 50% and it's $5 a sub. Damn, so 200, yeah, you're right. That's like $500, right? $500? If someone gives you 200 subs, dude, that's $500 you're getting at that Twitch payout. Shit. I wonder, I bet you big streamers, that's obviously has to exist because big streamers were like, hey, these people want to give me everything.
No.
Make it possible.
It's like $1,000 at 200.
No, but Twitch takes half.
Oh,
No?
oh, you're right. It does take half.
Yeah, Twitch takes half. So that's 500 for the streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice chunk of change. So like Sugar says, I accept cash or cats. Matthew says, with Saru being the biggest Twitch streamer, I don't think a 1.1k is very big, but thank you. I appreciate it. I think I'll consider myself big when I hit that 10k mark. When I'm dead. Echo was the third game. Oh, okay. Echo for a CD. Very cool. Randrick says, oh, I guess I could accept cats too. Richard says, all of the Quintet games are so good. Robotrek is another often overlooked SNES JRPG. Robotrek. I don't know that one, actually. But I agree with you on all the Quintet stuff. That shit is fire. Brandon Wallace says, hey, welcome in, Brandon Wallace. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Brandon. What did you play today on Twitch, by the way? I missed your stream. I was going to hop in, but so much was going on. So much was happening. My body, I was basically just dying, basically.
You're still dying.
I was dying. Yeah, man. I got the worst acid reflux. I slept like 3 hours, then had to hop on that interview with Cherry Pixel Ninja. Check that interview out, by the way. A Tater is in that interview too. If you guys check out Cherry Pixel Ninja's channel, if you guys are big on like FPGA stuff, I highly recommend the channel. I was following the channel long before he even discovered the game, and he discovered it through David Shadoff, who's a big name in like PC Engine and PCF. He's big on PCFX stuff. I totally admire that dude. And apparently he retweeted it. And it's crazy because I wasn't even following him on Twitter, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go find him on Twitter. I rectified that very quickly. But yeah, he did some interviews. I remember he was on with those dudes who do the PCFX stuff as well. They interviewed him. It was cool. 10k for 100,000 ad plays. Saru and Tater teased the next game info too. Yes, Sweet Like Sugar was there. Thank you for being there, Sweet Like Sugar. Gizmo was there too. Brandon Wallace was there. Those are the people I saw while we were on. If anyone else in the Saru crew was there, let me know. But I remember seeing Sweets and Brandon, and Russ was there too. What's up? He says, yo! Russ was there as well. Thank you for being there, Russ, on that thing today. Welcome in. Randrick says, anyone play the new Ninja Gaiden Ragebound? I was not expecting it to be that good. I want to get that. It looks so dope. It's like 2D awesomeness. I want to get it. It looks awesome. Awesome. I may get it before I do the thing. Before I do the next Twitch thing. Whoa. My phone's like tripping out. Let me put this phone on something. Could just be PayPal. Excuse me. Tank Metro City Rampage Atlas says, please make the next Neko Ninja play like Gambare Goemon 2, but add parallax scrolling and stage Saturn era soundtrack and 4 playable characters and a cool robot Tengu Emperor. That would be cool. I don't know that if we did something like that, it would have to not be on the PC Engine maybe. It might be a big ask for the PC Engine. Maybe for PC, for Steam in the future. But we do want to make a Nyanja sequel that's an action game. Actually, me and Tater already talked about that. Last year we talked about that. We were already talking about making a Nyanja sequel for PC Engine that's an action game. So maybe there could be an upgraded version for PC. Brandon says, playing the new Shinobi on stream today makes me excited for that to come out. Oh, is the demo out for the new Shinobi game? That looks cool too. I saw a lot of that at SoCal when we went to SoCal. Yep, Nyanja action platformer in the future, says Taters. Yeah, we totally want to make a Nyanja sequel. We're both very much enjoying our work with Nyanja, and we totally want to make more of it. I feel like we're having fun with Nyanja, right? I feel like Yuki was kind of a mess. It was kind of everywhere, right? But it was my first. My first game as a project lead, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But it's different with Nyanja. I feel like we're both having a lot of fun making it. Let's see. Oh shit, I missed some stuff. I'm so sorry. Mackenzie says, I want to get the new Ninja Gaiden and the new Shinobi game someday too, says Mackenzie. Russ says, so glad I was able to catch that stream earlier today. Was great seeing so many Saru crew hanging in the chat. I know, I saw like 4 of you in there, which was awesome. I tried to say hi to you guys while you guys were still there. Desert Lizard says, well, Pilgrim, only after you eat the peanuts out of my... No seas cochino. Niño cochino. I'm going to tell your mom that you're talking like that. Let's see. Yes, Nyanja. Randrick says, I played the new Shinobi demo today. I'm a bit disappointed the game has been turned into a platformer beat 'em up instead of a pure action platformer. Really? Interesting. I have to see how that plays, because when I think Shinobi, I want just like ninja action. I want to run around and slash shit and shoot ninja stars and kunai and shit. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to see. Is it like a beat 'em up? Like enemies have life bars. Oh shit, you're right. That is legit a beat 'em up. That is legit a beat 'em up and dies after combo, says Randrick. Interesting. Brandon says, hi, I was the opposite, Randrick. I liked it better than Ninja Gaiden. Different strokes, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Richard says, kind of a random question, but what's one of your favorite Earthbound games? I only have one. I have Mother 2, which is the first Earthbound. And truth be told, I haven't beaten it because for me it's hard to play turn-based RPGs like that. I like my games to be very straight action, but one of these days I'll go and beat that. Another game that I really like actually is something called Ihatovo Monogatari for the Super Famicom. It's very chill vibes. There's an English translation for it. It's called, in English it would be translated as Ihatovo Story, based on poems by Kenji. Oh my god, what is his last name? How could I forget? He did the Galactic Railroad story and a bunch of other shit. Alright, let me see. Nerd says, I was watching Joel play it before you went live. It looks fun. It gets harder as you go. The Ninja Gaiden game or the Shinobi game? Which one of them? Ooh, excuse me. Tank says, maybe for PC and eventually a cool console game for Switch 1 or N64 Repro. It would probably have to be Switch. Like FX Unit Yuki ended up on the Switch. It might have to be Switch. Any plans on going back to Mexico? Yes, actually. I was gonna try to go in December. I don't know if Jesse wanted to come with me or not. But
I think it depends on how much the tickets cost.
Yeah, it depends on tickets, because like tickets might be crazy. Maybe we should look at that now, actually. Because even if we don't go to the retro show, You know, we could time it around the time we think it's gonna be, and if we happen to miss the window for the show, who cares? We just go to
That's
Mexico, eat food, and you know, have some fun in Mexico.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Because if we buy tickets now, it won't be bad.
No, it wouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah, it'll still be cheap. Mackenzie says, "Hey Saru, have you checked out the game Eartheon? Looks like a really cool shmup for the Genesis Mega Drive." Yes, Matthew actually bought it for me on Steam, and I will be getting it when the physical Mega Drive game comes out. I definitely want to get it, for sure. But we got it on Steam. I'm gonna play it again. We played it on, when was it, Wednesday? We played it on Wednesday. Next Wednesday we're doing another stream day. This Monday we're gonna go back to East. We haven't done East since our AC broke, and we got it back up and running. But we do want to go back to it. Let's see here. The playable characters in your Ninja game should be playable heroes from the first game, and a big fat red panda sumo, and a cool, cute, tall samurai fox. That does sound cool. We kind of already have like the characters. I don't want to say because it'll be spoilers, because you'll have to play through the first game, but you'll get an idea of who those characters will be in the second game when you beat the first game. Let's see here. Eartheon is amazing. Made me feel like a kid again when I discovered these shmups on the Genesis for the first time. Dude, it feels so good. The game feels amazing. I absolutely love it. The graphics are great. The music is awesome. There's like 3 or 4 real good bangers, but like all of the music is pretty good in it. Richard says that's the comfy one based on the Japanese author. Waiting at the train station scene, I think. Never played it, but definitely something I need to get around to. Yes, it is a very comfy game. It's like there's no real like battle systems or anything. It's a very, very chill vibes game. But yeah, it's based on author Kenji Murasame, I think his last name is. He was from the place that's based on, Ihatobo. But yeah, he did Night on the Galactic Railroad, which is also an animated film that I really like. That's kind of sad. Poor Katsu needs to be in the second game. You know, he could be in the second game very easily. Poor Katsu should get its own spin-off game. Maybe he can have like a mini game. We already have like, I did that artwork for Matthew. I did a hand-drawn artwork for Matthew. That could be the cover. Looking all grumps. It runs great on actual Genesis also, says Brandon. What are you running it off of? Do you use the Mega EverDrive Pro to run it off your Genesis? Because I think it only works on the the Crix EverDrive Pro, I believe, right? It doesn't work on all of them. I guess Pocky and Rocky was my first shmup. I remember renting it back in the day when I was a little kid and being blown away by how hard it was. I love that game. That game is, yeah, it's pretty much like a overhead run and gun. I totally would love to make a game in that style one day. That's another thing that's on my list of game types to make. So if we make it with Rover, it'll be on PC Engine. If we do it on anything other than the PC Engine. Oh, Matthew, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Matthew's gifted a sub to iReekon, to Gion DP, to Galactic Federation Ambassador Catherine Sabers, to the Pope, to Serpentine Deity. Thank you, Matthew, for spreading the love.
Thank you.
Retro Stage cart and Mega SD work. Retro Stage. Oh. Did you use the Retro Stage? Do you have the one where you can like dump it to the Poly Mega? Can you see if it works in the Poly Mega? I asked Hero, but Hero says he hasn't plugged in his Poly Mega in a year. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, Matthew. I need to know. The Pope says thank you from the Vatican. I need to know. Look at Jenny. She's like, yeah. All right, let's get into the question. We'd ask you guys the strangest game purchase. Number 1 comes to us from Gohan X. Gohan X says, a Sega CDX with a few games. Strangest would be the CDX purchase probably. Full story is this. I worked at an Office Max and there was a used game store right next door that I shopped at all the time. The store owner knew me and my tastes. I didn't actually buy much since he was more focused on current gen than like PS2, GameCube, etc. And I was buying more retro. And I was looking around on my lunch break when he got a phone call. I could tell from what he said that she was wanting to sell a Sega CDX, and he was mentioning that he didn't really buy Genesis stuff anymore since he had a hard time moving it. I was the only person that bought it. My eyes bugged out, and I was gesturing wildly that if he bought it, that I would buy it from him. He just rolled his eyes and hands me the phone, so I offered $30. It's worth more, but that's literally all the cash I had on me at the time. If she could wait till payday, I could give her a little more, but she needed it for this weekend, so she drove up to my store to the store, and we did a deal. Says Gohan, dude, could you imagine getting a freaking CDX for $30? Dude, even I got a CDX like in box with everything, but I still paid like $299 for it from a software, etc. during the Saturn heydays, and I thought that was a lot, for a CDX. But I wanted one. I never had the CDX was my first Sega CD. So could you imagine paying $30 for a Sega CDX? Like, that is a steal. Let's see here. Richard says Serpentine Deity is a great username. Let's see here. Tank says you should do a food themed stage for Neko Ninja 2 that has angry-eyed Red Fox of French fries and arms and legs and angry-eyed bouncing burger enemies as food stuff. What was that?
I dropped the pen.
Oh, did you flick it?
Sorry, no.
Randrick says, oh, that's Gohan. We were talking about this last week. Oh, really? About the CDX thing?
Uh-huh.
That's cool. Maybe you were the one who prompted him to answer. He was probably like, "This is a good story. I'm gonna put that in the thing."
I told him, I was like, put it into the.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That's awesome.
Because we were talking about it. I guess I don't know who else answered. I was like, can you please answer it? I was like, this is a good story, and everyone was like, yeah, this would be a good question.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
Actually, what a story, right? $30, like holy shit. Find of the century. The Pope says, I love a CDX, so with room being at such a premium in my setup, it would make room for something else, like, say, a PC Engine. PC Engine is so tiny, though. You can get you can get a PC Engine. They're little babies. They're little plastic babies. All right, well, Jesse is saying press 1 for the Gachapon. Every week that we do SaruShow, we do a free Gachapon giveaway. You just have to put 1 in the chat and we'll enter you into the Gachapon. And the way it works is if you are in the continental US, we will send you the Gachapon. If you are outside of the US, we send you a care package that has like a sticker, a magnet, a holographic sticker. We have a bunch of different like sticker types, fridge magnet, holographic things. If you are outside of the US, you get one of those care packages. Only because it costs like $20 to ship like a $3 toy across the ocean. So yes, but if you are in the US, we send you the Gachapon. And if you are outside of the US, we send you a flat package with a bunch of goodies.
Do at the end if you want to take it. We'll ship it at the end of the year.
Of the quarter. Yeah, we do a lot of shipping at the end of the quarter. We'll still ship it if you want us to ship it. You just gotta wait for it. Let's see here. Neko Ninja 2 could use a villain who looks similar to Shredder mixed with another cool Japanese villain. Borport says, or type Saru for a free PC Engine copy of the Ninja. And by free, you only have to pay $49.99 on sarumara.com. Go pre-order it now. It's there. It's there. You can pre-order it. Yes?
I'm also putting everyone from the Elite and Panda Box in it, into the wheel.
Oh, gotcha, yes. So, if you are a member of the Saru Crew Elite, you automatically get put in the wheel. If you're a Panda Box, any box tiers, basically. If you get a box from me for Patreon, you automatically get put in. We haven't mentioned that in a long time.
Yeah.
But yes, we have a Patreon where you can support us. We have different tiers. We have a tier, You can join for as little as $1, and it gets you access to our Discord, which it is private because unfortunately we have trolls, and our people also like that it's private too. So, but yes, you can join as little as $1 and get the link to the Discord. It is private. And then we have our print club tiers. For $5, you get prints every quarter. I make artwork. Last time we did Pocky and Rocky. This was the main print for Pocky and Rocky, but you get 3 prints. You get a sticker. You get a letter with me saying, "Hey, this is going on behind the scenes." Blah blah.
That package.
Oh, okay.
It's all in there.
Oh, gotcha. Sweet. It's a nice little organized package. Excuse me. This is what it looks like.
Thank you, Matthew.
For $5 a month, you get a letter. And the letter usually talks about what's going on, and then you get prints. Usually SaruPro created stuff, and then whatever the theme is. You guys pick the theme on Discord or on Patreon. This one was when we did Popful Mail. Next theme is Samurai Showdown.
Yep.
Next theme is Samurai Showdown. So if you want to get that one, you can still get it. If you join Patreon this month, you'll get it.
Yeah. Also, for the people who are in the Elite and Panda box, I'm gonna put in the wheel. If they're not here, I'm just gonna spin 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that will be the number they're gonna get.
Oh, okay.
So.
Cool. Gotta love a nice little package, says Brandon. Yay, Samurai Showdown, says Nuff Dragon. Nuff Dragon. We also have new charms coming in too, you guys. We have new charms coming. So that makes me happy as well. So if you guys got charms, there's a bunch of charms coming. A bunch of charms coming in the next week or so. So be ready for those. Be ready for all the new charms. What we're talking about is these acrylic charms right here. That's actually what we're doing. This one's an oddball charm. It's just basically a request. But basically this is how we do it. Is when you guys do donate for the charm, for $20 you get the charm itself, and you also get your name on the back as a sponsor of that charm. Otherwise you could also just buy it on sarumar.com. The charms are $14 a piece. Sometimes less if they're the smaller ones. It just depends, but they range anywhere from $10 to $14 for the charm. So you could always wait for them to just hit the store. I call for a Scott Pilgrim theme for winter theme. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. We should put that in. A Scott Pilgrim theme, dude. Winter. The music. What is it called? I think it's called something Winter, right? That music for the first stage of Scott Pilgrim by Anna Managuchi. Dude, so awesome. I actually saw Anna Managuchi years ago at a place called Golden Apple, which is a comic book shop in Los Angeles. It's off of Melrose Avenue. At that time, it was right around like Melrose and Fairfax. It's moved since then. But yeah, they did a thing there, and it was awesome. They were playing live from an NES and everything. This was back in 2010 maybe? Fuck, I don't remember. It was a while ago. Anyway, it was cool. But yay, my charm. Oh yeah, my standee. My standee, actually. It's not a charm, it's a standee. It's a standee. But anyhow, there might be other standees as well.
McKinsey says, "Hey, Saru and Jesse, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I'm excited for next year. I'll be flying down, hopefully, to see you guys next year. I was thinking late January or early February after Christmas."
Oh, cool. Well, we should be here. We should be here. Let us know. Let us know. We can swoop you up and go eat and hit up some retro shops. We'll make it a day. We'll make it a whole day. But yeah, let us know. Let us know when you come. We'll come and get you. We try to hang out with any of the SaruPro people when you guys come. We try to hang out with you guys and do things with you guys. Just let us know. Thankfully, Nerd Strategy drove here last night because we almost didn't hang out because my car's still broken actually. But he came to pick me up at my house and drop me off. It was cool. So thanks again, Nerd Strategy. I had a lot of fun. He bought me a Scott Pilgrim book as well, which was dope. And we went to a comic book shop. We had a lot of fun, actually. We had a lot of fun. We were geeking out at that last comic book shop until they closed. They pretty much had to kick us out, actually. The shop closed, and
Really?
he's like, "We're closed." We're like, "Oh my god, sorry." All right, let's get back to the question. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Seeing Anamanaguchi live is pure millennial core memory. I love it, says Richard. All right, you actually get something for being a patron at $5, says Randrick Chris. Thank you, Randrick. Thank you for the plug. Yes, our Patreon is, we give back. Some people, you have Patreons for their content. We have a Patreon for goodies. So you pay into the Patreon, you get something back, you help us with a little as well. So yeah, consider joining our Patreon. You could also join our Patreon for free, by the way. We do put up like digital goods that are free, like wallpapers and things. So even if you want to just join the Patreon for free, go to the link, join it. It's free to get like digital stuff.
Also, our Patreon too has like stuff we do, like our private lives that we do
behind the scenes, what we do, and a lot of you guys dig that. We didn't think that it would be like something that you guys cared about, but you guys like that content, which is cool. But by the way, you guys, if you can you guys hit that like button? Us little YouTube channels need that little bit of attention for the algorithm. If you guys can hit that like button, I would really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It does help us out, if even just a little bit. Are you based in Los Angeles? I was born in Los Angeles, and I went to school there. I live in Henderson, Nevada now, but I am originally I was born in downtown Los Angeles, and I lived there until I was 18. Well, I lived back and forth between. I'm a child of divorce, so I would travel back and forth between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. I now live in Henderson, close to Las Vegas area now, but when I was a kid I traveled back and forth a lot. So I lived here during my teens for a little while, then I moved back to LA, then when I turned 18 I moved here permanently, and then I did not actually. I moved here permanently until I was 29, and then I moved away to Colorado for a year, and then I moved to Australia for a year, and then I moved back to LA, and I met this guy, and then we moved here. But Nerd says, and I did go to my local shop for those comics I was looking for. No luck, but they did have a decent manga section. Man, I want to get the King of Fighters manga now that I saw. I didn't even know there's a King. There's like a new King of Fighters manga.
Really?
And I want to get it. I saw it. I had already bought that High Score Girl, but if I had not, I would have bought that. But I wasn't gonna buy both of them. You know what I mean? Because like, I wasn't trying to spend a whole lot of money. So next time, they also had a cool Mega Man comic, which seemed pretty awesome. Let's see here. Does pressing the heart button a bunch of times help out a lot with you? I don't know. I think it does. I think it does. I'm pretty sure.
It does.
Pretty sure it does. Graphics Gear is here. Welcome in, Graphics Gear. How you doing? He says, I was unaccompanied minor from 4 to 18 years old. I would fly every other weekend between the Bay and Reno alone. Man, at that age, man, that's crazy. It's funny because like my dad always wanted me to get on a plane. He's like, why don't you just get on a fucking plane? Like my dad had to always come and get me. He would drive here, go and get me, and then drive immediately back almost every time, because I wouldn't even get on the bus alone. I didn't start getting on the bus alone until I was like maybe 13, 14. Then I started getting on the bus. But like my dad always wanted me to like, get on the bus or fly or something. But let's see here. Tank says, I want to get some cool 90s video game mangas. Yeah, I saw King of Fighters 1, and it's cool. It's a new one. It's a new manga based on, I think, King of Fighters 15. But either way, I love KOF. I'm a big fan of KOF. Mackenzie says, yes, I love your private life, even the intimate parts. We don't talk about the Saru Maru OnlyFans here. But we do talk about OnlyPandas. OnlyPandas.com and OnlyPanda Feet. Richard says, I appreciate the RL lore. It's nice when streamers tell us about the real stuff. Yeah, we're pretty much like, it's kind of like a, like we're a group of people here. We kind of all know each other. A lot of people will come, and then they become regulars. They just come, every other week or whatever. Only cans, says Taters. For those of you who are new, Tater is the programmer to FX Unit Yuki, and Nyanja. So if you guys didn't know, all of you regulars know, obviously know Noah Rover-Taters. But for those of you who don't know, he programmed our game FX Unit Yuki and is programming our newest game Nyanja. Get on the damn bus, Saru. Saru would be like, "Nah." I was scared too, which was funny because like I don't know that I was really scared too. I was more scared of the Greyhound Depot in downtown Los Angeles. Was really like super scary at that time.
Oh, at the time, I bet.
At that time, it was super scary. But I mean, like I grew up in the ghetto, but the Greyhound Depot was an extra level of ghetto back then. Saru, get on the damn robot. Ah! You can't make me dang. All right, let's get back to the question. Number 2 comes to us from from the Pope. Number 2 comes to us from the Pope. The Pope says, this is a tough one. I bought my Dreamcast under interesting circumstances, i.e., we ordered out of an office at Motorola where my dad worked. The night I bought my Saturn was weird. I don't think I can tell that story. I have the launch night antics of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on YouTube, a window into how wacky the Pope was in his late 20s, early 30s. I'm going to have to go with the Amazon seller in Osaka that harassed me for leaving a negative review. I had bought Sega Rally and Advanced VG among a ton of other games from various Japanese sellers. Everything arrived except these 2. They were in customs purgatory, probably because the package wasn't properly labeled. I got a refund. I left a negative review. Thought that would be that. Nope. Weeks of harassment from the seller followed. Even tried to bribe me for the negative feedback. I had to ask Amazon to intervene. Did the games eventually arrive? Yes, 3 months later. After being in customs purgatory, I didn't even want them at this point. Once I got my satiator and I started to trim some of the fat, I sold them and they were just tainted at that point. Now, I pretty much just try to stick to buying Japanese games already in the US, like from eStarland and places like NCSX, still in business some 30 years after I heard about them in EGM. Dude, NCSX is awesome. I did not know that NCSX was still in business, but they are the store that I bought my neo-geo top loader. My neo-geo CD top loader came from NCSX with a copy of King of Fighters 94 and Samurai Showdown 2, the Japanese versions of those games, for $99 in 1998. It was a good deal. I still have that same top loader. It still works. It's awesome. Very awesome. I loved NCSX. They were an awesome store. Man, so Advanced VG is a tainted game for you, huh? Do you still like Advanced VG? I love, you know me, I love Advanced VG. I love Advanced VG 2. I feel like is like top tier 2D fighting on the PS1 in my honest opinion. Let's see here. Nerd says, yeah, Greyhound depots are creepy. I don't know, like there's 200 packed in there, but it does make you uneasy being in some that usually are dimly lit and dirty. For reals. Like they were legit creepy. Tank says, if you make other games besides Nyanja, I recommend doing Guardian Hero style game and Gunstar Hero style game and a Mischief Maker style game. Maybe. It takes us like a year. FX Unit Yuki took us like 2 years. Nyanja is nearing a year and a half now. So it takes us some time to make these games. Each game will have at least a development cycle of 2 years, and I'm already getting old. So I have to really be careful about picking my projects, because like I don't know how many years of being creative I got left. So it just depends. I would love to say I'll make every game, but yeah, I have to be really picky at my age now what type of game we make, because I also don't want to start a project that I know is turtles. Yeah, I like turtles. I don't want to start a project that's gonna burn me out, you know what I mean, or to the programmer, so if it happens to be PC Engine, it's gonna be Rover. I don't want him to burn out on whatever we're making. Gordo Singing says, "Heidi ho! Hope you're doing well and nice and colds." Yes, now it's nice and chill. Richard says, "I'm pretty sure I found you because a random streamer I found who was playing his collection of Super Famicom games from his house in Japan, and he was advertising one of your games." Oh, you're talking about Vink. Are you talking about Vink? Vink is awesome. I have known Vink for many, many years. Many years. I have yet to meet that man in person.
What's his channel called?
Famicom Dojo.
Famicom Dojo.
But he also has his own, like, where he tests games, another channel. But I know him from Famicom Dojo originally, and the Game Gavel. So Vink used to have a store on a site called thegamegavel.com. And I bought my original copy of 3DO Sailor Moon from Vink back in, like, 2016, I think. Yeah, it would have been like 2016, and he had heard about FX Unit Yuki and even sent a message saying, "Hey, I know about your game." I was like, "You do?" I was like, "Wow," because he's, Vink. I had already known about Famicom Dojo at this point. That's awesome. But yeah, it must be Vink. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Vink. Saru, get on the robot. Let's see. That's badass Davis. What are we talking about? Oh, he's talking. What did I miss? Let me go up. Did I miss something? Let's see. I appreciate. Let's see. Those Frodo feet, says Nuff Dragon. Only fats. Yes. Hey, everything's a fetish, all right? Everything's a fetish. NCSX, dude. NCSX was awesome. Wait, hang on. NCSX isn't that Canadian computer store? NCIX? I don't know that. NCSX. Dude, NCSX is awesome. I bought so much stuff from NCSX. Do you remember Pope, a place called Buy Right Video Games? I used to buy a lot from a place called Buy Right Video Games because they used to carry a lot of imports there as well. I remember I grabbed like Asuka 120 Final from there and some other stuff. But Buy Right was awesome. Ando Gamer, welcome in. He says, "Sup, daddies? Be creative on OnlyFans. Glad you guys are back upstairs. Nice and cool." Yes, I'm happy too. Rover says, Rover's Tater, I'm sorry. Bad habits die, or I'm sorry, old habits die hard. Rover Tater says, "I just want to try to rep genres that didn't get proper attention on the PCE, which is one of the reasons I ended up working on dedicated shooters on the PCE, because there's already way too many of them." Yeah, so we want to do, like, eventually we want to do like a run and gun for PC Engine, because there wasn't really enough run and guns on the PC Engine. Specifically, like a Contra style run and gun would be good on the PC Engine, or a beat 'em up. One of the two. We need to sit down and decide which one's gonna be the quicker dev cycle.
Sorry.
Ando, I'd rather see them downstairs, if you know what I mean. Downstairs and under the desk.
Ochima.
Disgusting, Nuff Dragon. What are you talking about? Downstairs and inside the shorts. Mackenzie says, "Saru, when Vink mentioned FX Unit Yuki, was like, what's it to ya?" says Mackenzie. Gordo says, "Hi Tater, great job on the interview. Your hair looked nice." Buy Right is where I got my Dreamcast from, says the Pope. Dude, Buy Right was awesome. I bought shit tons of stuff from Buy Right as well. I bought a bunch of games. I'm trying to remember if I got my Neo Geo Pocket from Buy Right or NCSX. My Neo Geo Pocket is like, I got my Neo Geo Pocket, my Wonder Swan from like those places. They're in almost pristine condition because I didn't play those a lot. Robert says a running gun would be quicker. I think I agree. I think so too. I think a beat 'em up would be a lot more work involved, a lot more animation too. You know what I mean? Bigger sprites as well, all kinds of stuff. Probably harder on you as a programmer to do a beat 'em up. So as much as I would like to do a beat 'em up, I've already got sprites for a running gun going. So I think running gun is going to be it as well. There is not a lot of, but Contra Hardcore is a solid game, says Randrick. Oh yeah, on the Genesis, amazing stuff. Let's see here, but yeah, we got which one? Cute Charm. Card. 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 All right, moving on. Number 3 comes to us from Yakup, aka Bort, aka Bort Jams. Says, for me, the strangest game I ever purchased has to be the very original Shrek game on the original Xbox, since it was nothing like the movie and was trying to be its own thing, like where Shrek can burp when you press a button on the controller, and there would be no music or sounds from the enemies when you hit them or pick them up as an object, as well as being published by TDK Media Active and developed by Digital Illusions Canada, who are famously known for the Battlefield video game series. Wow, so the game has just like ambient sounds and like no music? That seems pretty weird. Let's see here. A fighting game, sister and strategy, just my thoughts though. Actually, PC Engine has a decent amount of fighting games, actually. You know, because there's obviously Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. It's got all the neo-geo stuff. There's like 4 neo-geo games on the PC Engine, all excellent. Flash Hiders, Algunos, Kabuki Toryodan, Asuka 120%, Burning Fest Maxima. Let's see. There's got to be others. There's got to be more. Black Hole Assault. Black Hole Assault is another fighting game. PC Engine's got a good number of fighting games. There's a decent amount of fighting games on the PC Engine. You just got to know what they're called. But yeah, PC Engine has a decent amount of fighting games, in my opinion, I think. Nerd says, honestly, running gun would be easier, less input. You run, you shoot, jump, hold down a button, trigger, and more powerful stuff. A beat 'em up would be harder. Yeah, I've already got the main character sprites for the running gun that we want to do, even though we're probably not going to start it till next year anyway. But why Black Hole Assault? Too kinky. That's my Tuesday night, is Black Hole Assault. But Black Hole Assault actually came out for the PC Engine. It also came out for the Mega CD, interestingly enough. Another interesting tidbit about Black Hole Assault is that the game, even though it's a Japanese-only game, has English in the cutscenes, which is kind of interesting. Let's see here. Tank says, a really cool RPG is Shining the Holy Ark on Sega Saturn. Yeah, Shining the Holy Ark is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Tater knows what I mean. I think we all know what you mean at this point, Nuff Dragon. Rover says, yeah, Shrek on the Xbox is pretty bad, but then again, most movie tie-in games are direct, and it was no exception. That's true. That is the case with licensed games in general, because I feel like even a lot of anime licensed games are bad. Especially back then, right? Like during the 16-bit era, a lot of 16-bit, 32-bit, a lot of anime licensed games were not particularly good. The Pope says, I do love me some Asuka 120%. Apparently, there's a new arcade game from Exa Arcade. Here is the problem about Asuka for Exa Arcade. You're never going to see it on a console. Because Exa will pretty much... whatever version that comes out for Exa is for them. And since Asuka didn't really have a new version since 1995... We're not gonna see that come to home. The only way we would see the Asuka that's coming out on Exa come home is if they take out the exclusive things that were supposed to be in the Exa version of it, and maybe they add some other stuff for whatever home version. But I seriously doubt we're gonna see that Exa version of Asuka 120 come to the home console market. We were supposed to get version of Asuka 120, I think, what was it called? Reborn? For Mega Drive. Because there was already a like half-made prototype. Because they were Fill-In Cafe was planning on releasing Asuka 120% Reborn for the Mega Drive back in the day, and then they went bankrupt, and then that didn't happen. But there was like some partially finished version of that Mega Drive Asuka, and I guess Columbus Circle. Sorry, I lost my brain. My train of thought just went out the window.
Like a must snap.
But Columbus Circle apparently wants to make it, and they announced that back in 2020. It's 2025. What happened to that freaking Mega Drive version? Like, what the hell? Alright, let's see here. Is the running gun a panda running away from women and dodging Taco Bell drivers, says Gordos? That'll be the minigame. Eartheon is on Exa. Right, yeah, they did Eartheon Exa label, which I think also adds, I think, like some sort of mode to it, and I think they add like something else. I forget. I need to read up on what it adds, but it does add stuff for it. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I do love me some Asuka. You missed half of it. Did I? What did I miss? Mackenzie says, I have the Shrek game. It's horrible. It's one of the ugliest games I ever played. You have to fart on a cow in the game to get a good deed. What the fuck? That's weird. The Xbox Shrek is pretty bad. Let's see. How many answers this weekend? Only 10 this weekend. Oh, no, we got a few more. We got a couple more. We have 12 now.
Someone else.
Yeah, we got 2 more answers. So we didn't get a whole lot today. But that's okay. Because we're doing a lot of side, how do you call it? We're getting sidetracked a lot. So no worries. It's hot, all right, Gordo. What's hot? What's hot? What are we talking about? How are you doing? It's hot. Buy red. Okay, I'm caught up. Am I caught up? Did I read everyone's things? A lot of the Finland Cafe people did make Phantom Breaker. Yes, the guy who founded Finland Cafe. One of the 2 guys that founded Finland Cafe, who was also one of the main programmers for the original Mad Stalker, did work on Phantom Breaker and Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds. I forget what Imaizumi. I don't remember what his name was. I forget. I forget his name. But anyway, that guy, the Finland Cafe guy. He will be known as the Finland Cafe guy. You guys have internet. You'll find it. Fingers crossed for Techno Parrot. Techno Parrot? Why does that sound familiar? Refresh me across my forehead. Mackenzie says, I got an idea for next SaruShow question. What arcade game do you wish would come to home consoles? I like that, actually. Grab that. Put it in the list. We have a list of things we're going to ask for questions. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one, Mackenzie. Just pay USD $1,513 for Eartheon Exa. That's all. And an Exa arcade machine is only going to cost you like $8,500. Just stop being poor. You want to play Asuka? Just shell out the $10,000 that you're going to need for the unit and the game, and that's it.
Where's that?
Yeah. I like that one. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Let's listen to another CD soundtrack. Let's listen to some more. Shock Troopers. Ooh. Blazing Star. Ooh. Go Kaiser. Go Kaiser. Go Kaiser? Let me find the CD one. CD Go Kaiser. Where's the Neo-Geo CD one? Neo-Geo CD one has lyrics. It's pretty freaking rad. There it is. Found it.
Smell this?
Found that.
I just opened this. Smell it. Smells familiar.
What is that?
It's from Japan.
Is it?
No, don't lick it. Why are you licking stuff?
That's you. Oh, I bought that because I said that looked like you. Remember?
Sure.
Look it. I bought this because I thought it looked like Jesse, so I got it. This is actually his shape when he sits down. From the back, that's what it looks like.
I do.
Oh, God, that tasted like a Switch card.
Yeah.
It tasted almost like a Switch card. It was pretty bad. All right, we gotta listen. Lick it, daddy. 10K will buy a robotic wife. I'll take 2. Did you see those new ones that they're making in Korea? Not that I know anything about those kind of things, but they have real lips and teeth and stuff, and you can pull their jaws open to make them talk, of course. You know what I mean? If you're gonna get a companion doll, you need to make sure that they can open their mouth so that they can talk to you. Otherwise, it's not realistic. Gorsean says, like a toddler, sticking everything in your mouth. Hey, Jesse, Saru is like, what's this? I'm going to lick it. And the next thing you know, he's gay. Oh, that's how it happens. Let's see here. Sarah's got high from Saru's got high from a toy panda. It says Bort Bort. Uncanny Valley and all. No, they're not. They're not. Actually, they're not Uncanny Valley. They're surprisingly scary realistic, actually. And it's like, whoa, that's freaky. That's freaky. At first I was like, this is some AI bullshit. And then I'm like, oh no, they're real, apparently from Korea or something. And I don't remember where I saw it. But nowadays, like you think everything is AI. You don't know anymore. I'm like, that shit's AI. And they're like, nope, it's real. And then the head pops off. They're like, wow. Sorry, I don't know why it corrected your name to Sarah. Sarah Mara. That's okay. Someone recently misspelled my name to, what was it, Suramura? They just transposed the U's and the A's. A lot of people like Sarumuru. Saru. I'm like, just Saru. Just Saru. Saru's gender bender twin. SNK did it with Terry. Yep. My gender bender twin will be Sarah Mara. Sarah Mara will have tits, but she'll still have a beard. Wait, what? Oh, it was Suramaru. That was the most recent one. But, yeah, I've heard all of them. Surumuru. All right, let's get back to the question, you guys. We had asked you guys, what was the strangest game purchase? Number 4 comes from Wreck-It Rens. Wreck-It Rens says, ¿Qué onda, mi Saru? Pues mira, I remember walking into a GameStop back in the day when they still carried PS2. I found Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and thought, cool, I'm totally buying this. It was about 30 some odd dollars, so I thought it was a good price. At checkout, the employee tells me, why are you buying this? You do know this is available digitally, right? And it's cheaper. I was caught off guard by his comment, but proceeded to buy it anyway. The employee then shook his head in disappointment, and when handing me the receipt, I left the store feeling judged and a bit rattled at the whole thing. In retrospect, I wonder if the employee was trying to talk me out of it to keep it for himself. Quien sabe? But to this day, whenever I look over to that game on my shelf, I think back at that bizarre experience. P.S. Saru and Panda are the most electrifying tag team duo in gaming entertainment today. Sorry, I'm adding that. But damn, yeah, maybe he was right. Like he was trying to talk you out of it. Yep. That's kind of what it feels like. He's like, why would you buy this piece of shit? This game sucks.
He should have bought it and broke it.
I know. You're right, this game does suck. Thanks. Just snap it. But yeah, I can see that. Maybe he was trying to hoard it for himself. It's possible. Oh, we got, here's the song. Everyone shut up.
You can put it up at the bottom right.
Oh, is it? I know. Let's see. Maybe it's here. No, that's Max. Crime of war. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear it. The song is dope. This song alone is worth the price of admission for this game. Maybe. I don't know. It's so good. All right, the sound of PS2 Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a weird port. Sound issues mostly. Yeah, there's also missing frames, I believe, right? Like there's like missing animation frames as well. The Dreamcast is definitely the way to go if you're doing whatchamacallit, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But now it's crazy because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on PS2 is a pretty rare game, right? It's gotten up there. It's pretty pricey now, which is kind of crazy. But yes, if you were gonna play one of those ports from back in the day, the Dreamcast port is definitely the way to go. Because there's like, I guess some like issues. I mean, like I understand the game was pretty much made to be run on the Naomi hardware, right? So the hardware is very specific to the Dreamcast. You know, Naomi is basically just the arcade equivalent of the Dreamcast with more VRAM. So, you know, it was made for it. So porting from the Naomi to Dreamcast is a lot more straightforward than having to try to rewrite the whole thing for PS2. So that's pretty much what happened, and that's why the PS2 version has some stuttering with the 3D backgrounds and why there's dropped frames with the characters. So I get it. Mackenzie says GameStop fucking sucks. Sorry for the F-bomb. I hate that store. Last time I went in there, they sold my copy of East, the Oath of Felghana I ordered for my Switch to some guy off the street. They did that to me too. With, I don't remember what it was. And I was like, fuck you, GameStop. I'm never going back there again. But I did go back when they started selling the chromatics, because they were the only one who let you pay it little by little. So, but yeah, they did something like that to me too. I don't remember. It was some game. And they always did the thing too where they would sell you like an open copy of a game. They're like, it's brand new. I'm like, no, motherfucker, this is not brand new. If I can open it and see your grubby fingerprints on this manual, it is not brand new. It's new. We just opened it to display it. Then it's not fucking new. That was one of the things I really hated about GameStop. They would do that whole thing.
Online, it's brand new, and then they're like, it's open.
I know, and then it's open. It's like, it is not brand new, motherfucker. You better take $10 off of this price. I don't care how many times you touched it. It is not new. But yeah, I hate that. I hated that so much. Let me lower this now. That was the best song. We needed to listen to that one at high volume. And upselling disc insurance. I know, they always did like their stupid shit. Stupid dumb shit. Stupid dumb shit. But yeah, I agree with you, Mackenzie. GameStop sucks. Tater says, once you take the game's virginity, it is no longer brand new. That's the rule. Once you break that cellophane hymen, it's not new. You can't charge premium price for it. I want to be the one to break that hymen. Wait, that sounds wrong. That cellophane. Disgusting. Record Benz, welcome in. He says, ¿Qué onda con el Saru? Welcome in, Record Benz. I know, we just got done reading yours. We got into a whole thing about GameStop. And we were talking about Marvel vs. Capcom. Literally just read yours. We're still on that conversation about GameStop and their stupid ways and how they try to, like, sell you already open games as new games. But yeah, it's all bullshit. My local EB Games Australia still sells games to people sealed. I mean, most places are supposed to sell them sealed. Yeah. Thank you. That was my chance to take a drink while that was happening. Mackenzie says, I hate when they open games and say they are new. Just put the display pictures or whatever you need to do to show the game is still available. Best Buy, I think, had display boxes. I know, like, what the hell? Couldn't GameStop get these fucking display boxes that every other retailer has? It doesn't make any sense to me. I hate that shit too. It's stupid. Record says, dude, yeah, GameStop sucks. Dude, that guy totally was trying to convince you not to buy that. That dude wanted to take that game home for himself. 100%. He was trying to convince you not to get it. That I feel like that. By reading your story, that's what I feel like. I feel like he was trying to get it. He was trying to get it for himself. All right, moving on. Matthew, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Look at that. Oh, shit. Matthew. Spreading that love. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Matthew has gifted 5 subs to the channel. He has gifted a sub to Kellen, to Not IT, to Jarvie Rocks, to Viethet, and to Roxy Soxy. That's a kind of a cool name. Thank you, Matthew. I really appreciate that. Thank you for gifting all those subs to those people. That lets you guys look at all of the behind the scenes stuff. We do a lot of behind the scenes members only stuff, just like our personal stuff, but you can access that now thanks to Matthew. So thank you, Matthew. Matthew spreading the love of this channel. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Graphics Gear says, I worked in a dodgy game store in the 90s. We couldn't keep any live product on the shelves. We had to open, gut, and shrink every game on display, or it would grow legs and walk out of the store. Wow. I guess, yeah, maybe in like cases like that. But like GameStop doesn't ever keep like the actual games. These are like games they just pull out of the drawer and then they like for whatever reason opened. For whatever reason. Did this come with a bowl like this? Or is this a bowl from something else? Oh, is it? Wait. Why is it a bowl? It's his pee bowl. And that's where he goes pee-pee. Feel free to laugh because it's a bad version of an amazing game, but Capcom vs. SNK 2EO for the GameCube was my very first Capcom vs. title. It was really cool at the time in 2012. Hey, if that's what got you into it, that's what you're gonna like. Other people are gonna be like, oh yeah, it's crap or whatever because they played other versions, right? They played it on the Dreamcast or they played it on PS2. But like the best version is the version you have access to, is what I always say. That's the best version. The best version is the one that you can play. The one that you have access to. Record says, I should have destroyed the game in front of them. That's what Jesse said.
That's what I said, yeah.
Jesse said that. Jesse said literally that. He was like, okay, thanks. Could you imagine? Dude, that would have been so funny. He was like, you don't want to buy this game. It's shit. And then you buy it, and then you're right, that game does suck. I don't want it. Bing. I can't even break this. I was trying to snap it for dramatic effect. Yeah, you could have totally broken in front of him. Meh. Are we doing, when do you want to do Gatchmon? Should we do it soon?
You should do it, yeah. It's time for you now?
We are at number 4.
One more.
We'll do one more. All right, next one comes to us from Screw the Net. Screw the Net says, looking back on the cool but admittedly janky little handhelds from the mid to late 1980s into the early 1990s, those were odd. Everything from actual handheld devices by Tiger or whichever knockoff company to the imitation games that were just toys simulating pinball or pachinko, etc. But as for actual video games, Star Trek for the Game Boy, that game was cursed. I must have traveled to another galaxy without seeing anything, because you can go in one direction endlessly without a single thing happening. Then there's Strider Returns by US Gold for the Sega Genesis. Odd game, bit difficult to master or even come close. Yet I liked it, not gonna lie. I was a big Strider fan since the first game, but Strider Returns was weird. I like weird though. Then there's Odd OG Spawn game for PS1, which was more like a fighting game at times despite all the weird Duke Nukem-esque level exploration and crummy puzzles. I hated the wrestling games for the N64. Nowhere near as cool as watching actual wrestling in the 1990s, for fuck's sake. I'm sure there were crummy games on the PS2 I can't recall, but that's the last strange but enjoyable game was Dark Souls 1. I bought it for the PS3. The torture was real. Be well, Saru, and Saru Crew rules. Woohoo! Says Screw the Net. Man, Strider Returns. Ooh. Brother, ooh. Yeah, that game is bad. So bad. Seriously, like, I mean, hey, if you can like that game, more power to you. But I think it stinks. It is bad. But it's not like a real Strider game, right? It's just something that like they licensed from Capcom, and they were like, let's make Strider 2. Matthew says PS1 and PS2 box gachas are the newest thing in Japan from Bandai. If they are available when you both in Japan, let's just say that I will be like Mark Dell with his cats, says Matthew. We will absolutely find them. Yep. When are they? Are they out now, or when are they out?
I think we're reading an article on Discord. Was saying something about it's going to be out soon, so they'll probably be there while we're there.
Okay.
Because we leave September 30th here, so.
Yeah, so we'll be there for a while because we get there end of September, so we'll probably be there when they're still there. Because you know, like Japan, like they'll keep Gachapon for a while before they like recycle him out. So hopefully we'll be able to find some. I think we will. I think we will, because we hit up tons of Gachapon.
Yeah.
And you guys know we're going to do the Gachapon lives anyway. Graphics Gear says the real successor, Strider successor, is Osmond Cannon Dancer. I still have not opened my copy of that for the Switch. I bought a brand new copy for like less than $30 last Japan trip. And I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be cool. Blah, blah, blah. I still have yet to open it. It's still sealed. I don't know why I'm so bad about that with Nintendo Switch. I don't know why. I have like... I want to say I have like 10 sealed Switch games. I can look in any direction and find a sealed Switch game. Here's one right here. And then that shelf's got a whole shit ton of other Switch games too. Alright, you guys, we're going to go ahead and do the Gachapon right now.
We'll do one more.
Recommend says, real quick, another weird experience. I bought Metroid Samus Returns brand new, and when I popped it in my 3DS, it turned out to be Skylanders game. Did they just like change the sticker?
Right.
Alright. Should we break? We can break the hymen on this one.
That's mine.
You don't even know what it is.
I don't know.
Jesse says it's his. He doesn't even know what it is. He doesn't even know what it is.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go. These are all of the people. Dang. All these people enter Gachapon?
I added,
Oh, the elite people. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Here we go. These are all the people who either entered here in chat, or if you are a member of the Saru Crew Elite or Panda Box, which is our $10 a month tier. And we send out snacks from Japan. Next one's going to be flavors of Southeast Asia. So there's going to be like noodles from China, stuff from Thailand, things from Taiwan. That's $10 a month if you want to get in on that. And that's just a box of goodies and snacks. And sometimes we throw in a little extra thing in there as well when we get extras. If you don't care about the art, but you care about food, you could always do that and get food. You can get cool snacks. But anyway, if you have a box tier or you're in Saru Crew Elite, you are already entered. We have entered you. Anyone who hit 1 on the chat, you have been entered as well. And let's see. Who are you pointing at?
Enough Dragon.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
On my NAS.
You are Nef Dragon number 1.
There it is.
There you are. Can you see it? We can, just so we can see it next time. We're just gonna be like nuff. Yeah. Oh, never expected that name, bitch. All right, let's go ahead and get to the Gachapon. These are all the people. We're just gonna shuffle it a few times. Rig says Gordos.
Ready?
Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who's it gonna land on. Who is it gonna land
Looks
on?
like it's gonna be Squeaks or Gordo.
Oh.
And it's Gordo.
It's Gordos. Gordos, you're the winner.
He says
Winner! Winner! You're the winner. Pick a number between 1 through 4, and then you get 2 extra balls as well, right? He gets 2 balls?
Yeah, he gets 2 balls.
You get 2 balls. You get 2 more balls.
And you get
For a total of 6 balls. You get more balls. More balls than you can hold in your hands.
you're getting more coins because it's in the back.
You get all the balls, but you still have to pick a number. Basically, the way the rules work, if you guys are new, we do these Gachapons every week that we do this show, SaruShow. And basically, you can enter for free. You pick a number between 1 through 4, and that's your corresponding prize. Unless you are Saru Crew Elite, then you can pick any prize you want, but you still have to pick a number for the big prize. All right, here's ball number 1. Ball number 1. Ooh, this one's cool. I like this one. It's Piccolo. It's Alien Daddy. Alien Daddy, yeah.
2?
Alien. Yeah, this one's ball number 2. Ball number 2. Oh, this one. Oh, that one's. I can see it's Kirby. It's Kirby.
It's Kirby.
Ball number 2 is this Kirby thing, which actually we got when Gordos was here.
Yeah. Here's 3.
Alright, ball number 2. What number do you pick? You picked 4?
I picked 4.
Alright, ball number 3. Ball number 3 is a pin set of Darkstalkers. You got Donovan and J. Talbane enamel pins.
Alright, here's ball.
Alright, here's ball number 4.
Don't tell me I got stuck. Hold on.
Man, I slept really badly today. And my arms were all messed up. Oh no, it's the dry heating. Messed up my shoulders. Alright, but ball number 4 is this. It is the Evangelion head. The bust. The bust of the Evangelion head. I don't want to, like... This one is barely being held by the plastic. You would only want that if you like Evangelion. Alright, bonus ball number 1. Bonus ball number 1 is another Dragon Ball thing. This one is vegetable. Super Saiyan Veggie. And the final bonus ball is the big prize. Wah, 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 wah. All right, so
paper's like, what,
but that's
6 years
okay.
old?
I did this gotta be 6 years old. This piece of paper. It's 6 years old. There's Jesse. All right. You have 5 balls to pick from, though. You can pick any one of those 5 balls, minus the ball. So you can pick any of those balls. Any of those balls. Vegemite. Those are very old hamsters. Those hamsters are probably dead. They're very cute, though. A warped wise man said, baseball wrong. Man with 4 balls cannot walk. Confucius say, big balls. I got big hands. I can hold all the balls. Says Gordos. I can cup them. I can't. I have small hands. I could hold one in each hand. Those are very old hands. Oh, I like Kirby. Thank you. PS rigged. Says Gordos. All right. Gordos is taking this Kirby. I like how we color coordinated the balls, right? Like this one's in a pink ball, and then Vegeta's in a blue ball.
You did that.
Look at Kirby's like. Mwah, mwah. All right, this will be in your box.
No, over here to next when he comes.
I don't think he's coming.
Oh no, you're right. I am so dumb.
Yeah, but this will be in your next box. He's very suspiciously shaped. Why is he this shape? What is this from? Is this from the new Kirby?
The new Kirby. We have it. We have the new Kirby game.
I know. I've been meaning to play that too.
So my hands are higher. It's just not dragon.
Small hands.
That's your butt plug. Kirby.
Butt plug Kirby. My box talk dirty to me. Tell me what else are you gonna put in my box? Stick everything in my box. Stick it in my box. Kirby can now turn into a butt plug. It's family friendly. It's what Nintendo always wanted. I thought for a second it was Patrick Star. Is that from, what is that? SpongeBob? SpongeBob, right?
Yeah.
SpongeBob! SpongeBob! Alright, moving on. We had asked you guys, what was the strangest game purchased you ever experienced? Number 6 comes to us from Tater. Tater Pants says, it has to be when I bought my first TurboGrafx 16 unit. The asshats at the store sold me a non-functional unit on purpose, which I didn't realize until I got home and tried to power it on. I marched right back in there the next day and demanded a replacement, and also demanded to see the actual unit before I took it. They were pretty pissed, as they were trying so hard to push the Genesis at the time. They made sure to give me a working unit this time. Yeah, it's not the game purchase per se, but I don't really have any other strange game purchases aside from perhaps that one bidding war I got into on early eBay for a copy of Exile that got a bit heated, where I ended up paying over $80 for it and a turbo stick long before the retro market bubble grew to stupid levels. Oh, so did you end up paying out or paying more than it was actually worth in a bid war? Oh man. So did they try to sell you a bad TurboGrafx so that you can come back and be like, oh, you just take a Genesis? And you were like, no, I want a fucking turbo, bitch. You went back for your turbo. Did you just buy the turbo and did you go home and just play Keith Courage? Is that what you had at the time? Did you go home and just play the game that it came with? Or did you buy a game with it? Did you buy any other games? When I bought my turbo, I bought my purchase aside from the turbo was Vigilante for like $9 or something. Stupid cheap. Because nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted that shit back then. Family producing friendly. Oh, I thought this album was over. Sometimes there's like super long pauses. Yeah, it was the Keith Courage pack-in box. The classic orange and black. Yeah, I had that one too. The Zach Morris box. I too had the Zach Morris box. And I paid a cool $69 for it. Which was an awesome price back then for it. So really like 1992, right? Like nobody really wanted it. But yeah, $69. 69. The best number of all. Alright, moving on. Next one comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. Oh, speaking of Sweet Like Sugar, I don't think she's here anymore, but we should start voting on the next question.
Oh yeah.
As well. So get all the questions.
You said we were gonna talk about the questions too. Which ones do you want to get rid of?
Okay. Let's see here. Before we read Sweet's answer, number 1 was, what's a retro video game that you or others try to convince you is good but is not? That's number 1. I think let's put that in the maybe pile. Cause I kind of we keep reading that one. And I feel like we never pick it. So let's put that in the maybe pile. Yeah, we got like 3 maybes, huh? All right, the next one is, what's a video game series you started that got too overwhelming over time? That's gonna be number 1 this time around. The next one is, what is one game that you would love to play again if you could erase your memories of it, and why? That's going to be our number 2. And next one is, what is a retro game you played later on in life that you wish you played when it was new? Didn't we do this one?
Yeah, I think we did this
We did that one.
Yeah,
Never mind. Forget that one. All right. Next one is, what arcade game do you wish would come home to home consoles? That's number 3. All right, and in our maybe pile, we have, what is a retro video game that you or others convince you is good? What is a game you played once and never want to play ever again? What was the most disappointing boss battle in a retro video game? Okay, so that one, we can leave. We'll still leave that one at the end, but maybe we should add this one.
This one?
Yeah. I feel like that's a divisive question that might prompt some interesting answers. All right, so here we are. You guys get to pick which ones. You guys are already picking them.
Hold on. Let me, yeah.
I mean, that's fine. The order didn't change, so. This is the Monkey Girl song. She's a monkey girl. She's like, I climb on trees and I scratch my booty. But I'm still cute. And she smells her fingers. And does that face Hugh-chan is doing right now. I guess we can remove the Hugh-chan thing. I think we know at least we're going to make it into a mini charm. Alright, here they are. These are the questions that we have landed on. Number 1, what video game series you started that got too overwhelming over time? Number 2 is, what's a game that you would love to play again if you could erase your memories of it, and why? Number 3 is, what arcade game do you wish would come to home consoles? Number 4 is, what's a game you played once and never want to play again? All right, we already got 2 answers for number 3, you guys. You can just cover Hugh-chan, it's fine. You can make that smaller, because when they see it on their screen, it's probably going to be like ginormous.
Unless they're on their phone.
Right there.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good size. They can see it.
2.
Bing, 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 bing.
Anyone can vote.
Yeah, anyone can vote. This is just for next week's question. Anybody can vote, so you guys can vote.
Do it now, please.
But yes, do it now. We got 2 for number 3, so far number 3 is the winner. Number 3, next SaruShow question: favorite butt plug in a video game? Kirby.
Row versus 4.
Row versus 4. We got 2 for 3, 1 for 2, 1 for 4. You guys, vote. In the meantime, I'm gonna read the next one. Next one comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar, who is the moderator that puts together this form for us every week. Excuse me, so kindly. Number 7 comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. It says, around the time the PlayStation 3 launched, Nintendo 64 games and controllers were dirt cheap. I used Craigslist to track down sellers and meet them in public places. The whole thing always felt a bit sketchy, like a retro game version of a drug deal. Hey kid, come check out the box in my trunk. It was a great way to build out my collection, but you never really knew what you were walking into, says Sweet Like Sugar. That's true. I feel like that's the wild west of like game stuff. That kind of still is a thing now. It's basically Facebook Marketplace has replaced Craigslist for that kind of stuff. And sometimes bad things happen too, right? By the way, you guys, if you ever meet someone off of Facebook Marketplace for a deal, meet them somewhere public, like a food court or a police station or something like that. You know what I mean? Because like too many bad things happen. Just letting you know, I don't know if anyone out there is using Facebook Marketplace for anything, but if you are, yes, definitely just be careful. You know, just be careful that you don't get into a situation that's crazy. Castlevania with a real-life erotica violence pachinko game. And yes, that was in the game trailer. Erotic violence. Oh, you know what I never posted that I always like get on you for not posting his pictures? I didn't post a picture of the food today. We got Boba Boy today, by the way, you guys. It was so good. Oh my god. They have like food, because last time we got, what did we get? Boba, and then the snack was lumpia. So this time we got the 2 boba shakes, lumpia, and what did we get? Lumpia, pad see ew, and I got like an egg omelet with jasmine rice, which was really good. It kind of tasted like egg fouillon, but like without the gravy, and it was super good. I'm gonna post it now. Boba Boy. Lunch. That was like lunchtime, huh?
Yeah. I miss Craigslist. I met so many cool people since Famicom.
Me too. That's where I found all the glory. Wait, what? Cool people, yes. On Craigslist.
Made from Oompa
Loompas. Oompa. Damn, and I list my stuff behind a dumpster alley. Matthew says, I think we were Castlevania with real life erotic violence pachinko game, and yes, that was the game trailer.
Yes, please vote.
Oh, speaking of which, man, why am I getting like really bad acid reflux lately?
Your acid level is supposed to be high.
Yeah, I'm guessing like maybe calm down on like spicy
stuff, yeah.
And meats. Though I didn't really have meat today.
No.
I had an omelet. But anyway, yeah, I just had acid reflux. Again, the question box is too big. I can't see Saru and Jesse's game collections. There you go. Perfect. How's that? Just make it huge. That was funny. Ring Fit birthday was yesterday. Oh shit, was it? Happy birthday, Mackenzie.
Happy birthday, Mackenzie.
Happy birthday, Mackenzie. Happy birthday.
You get a free sub to our
Happy
Only Pandas.
birthday. You get a free Only Pandas subby sub. Happy birthday, Mackenzie. Mackenzie says, you went above and beyond and oversized. Happy birthday, birthday boy. You have ass reflex. I do my kegels. Alright, moving on. Number 8 comes to us from Nuff Dragon. Nuff says, I can't remember the game, but a pre-ordered game was sold to me by GameStop with resealed cheap plastic. The job was done terribly with untighted ends. Sorry. They claimed it was sold like that, but that I called BS on them while they stuck with the lie. Exactly. That's what we were just talking about earlier. Were you here for that conversation of Dragon? We were talking about how they did that with the games, and they try to claim that the games are new and they open them. Some bullshit. Oh yeah. Mackenzie says, thanks guys, I'm now 30 years old. Damn, are you really? Man, I feel like time flies, huh? Yes, I'm glad it wasn't just me. Yeah, dude, GameStop used to do that bullshit all the time, man. It sucked. Alright, please vote, you guys. Put in a number to the question you want to see.
1 through 4.
1 through 4. You're taking the tallies already?
Yeah. 3's winning.
3 is winning so far. Baby Mac. Do you remember Mac used to be a baby back in the day. He was Baby Mac.
3.
Baby Mac. Actually, Mackenzie was the youngest member for a while. Do you remember? Until Face Face?
Yeah.
Before Face Face came along, Mackenzie used to be like the youngest Saru crew member. He was just surrounded by a bunch of old guys who like retro games. But yeah, then Face Face, and then there were some other ones who were young too. Little babies liking retro. Happy birthday, babbling baby. I thought Nick was the youngest member. Yes, that's what I was saying. That you were until he came along. And then he came along, and then he was the youngest member. Stop it, I can't read it. Did you even vote? Did you vote? There. Can you read it now? Blind asses. You're blind asses. There you go. There it is. Vote. Y'all better vote. Vote right now. Vote.
There are others older than
Vote.
Saru, says Matthew.
There's like... But they're not that much older than me. I'm still up there with them. If they are old, they're not that much older than I am. I'm definitely in that upper older category with them.
Alright, looks like 3-1.
Gordo said, my old man eyes. Alright, nobody's voting. We're just, okay, three wins.
Yeah, because they got 7.
Oh, did it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, 3 wins. Next week's question is, what arcade game do you wish came home to consoles? There it is, number 3.
Actually, 7 from Gordo.
Gordos and Nandos. Alright, there it is. That's the question. What arcade game do you wish would come to home consoles? Man, I could... Stop. She's like, oh my god, there's no AC here, it's so hot. Why is it so hot right now? Stop it.
There it is.
Stop it. Make her smaller now so we can see the
Matthew.
chat, actually, because now that she's pretty much, at least the small charm is funded for it. And there it is. Yeah, just put it right there. Perfect. More Star Wars beam. More. It's licking me. Make it stop. More. Now, Saru and I know people in their 60s that still play games. Yeah, I do too. We have some. Actually, we do have people in the crew who are older. I'm not gonna call them out, but you know what I mean. Like, we have some people. Gordo says, "Oh, I thought that said what arcade hottie do I wish was in bed with me?" We did do that one. We did do that one not that long ago, didn't we? We did. We were like, which cartoon cheeks do you want to clap or something like that. I don't remember what it was. That wasn't the exact terminology used, but the sentiment was there. It was something like that. Which game cheeks do you want to clap? But anyhow, next one, number 9 comes to us from Randrick. Strangest game purchase. Randrick says, so there was this dude that I went to school with, and he was a bum. One day I met him by coincidence at the mall. We start talking, and he tells me that stealing from Blockbuster was pretty easy. For some reason, my local Blockbuster was selling games. Maybe it was like that also in the States. Anyway, after some thinking and consideration, there's 2 games I wanted. I told him, okay, get me Animal Crossing, which was for my now ex-girlfriend, and I think the other game was Ikaruga on the GameCube, but I'm not 100% sure. I go wait for him outside, and sure enough, he gets back, shows me both games. I gave him $40 for both of them. That was a good deal. Not where I was expecting the story to go, but hey, you know, if you didn't do the dirty work, he did. That's pretty funny. I thought he was going to be like, oh, this guy was a bum. He got caught and blah, blah, blah. It was a weird experience. And it's like, nope, he went and stole the games and I bought them.
Cha-ching.
How funny.
I like happy endings.
Way to go, stealing from Blockbuster. No wonder they went bankrupt. Because everyone was stealing from them. I did wild things in my younger years.
Matthew says, Miss Pac-Man was the winner from that question.
I mean, $40, dirty good deal. Well, says Ondo Gamer. Radrick is still here. He says, lol, I did wild things in my younger years. And now Blockbuster's gone. Way to go, Randrick. Way to go.
Way to go, Randrick.
It's funny. I used to work at a Blockbuster, right? And sometimes we would receive games. And we would get, like, orders. And the inventory would say that we got 10 games in. And then sometimes we would get 11 or 12 of them. So, like, sometimes that happened. Me and the other assistant manager were like, oh no, these games are not in inventory. Whatever will we do? Should we add them to the inventory? No, we took that shit home. That's the story of how I got Resident Evil 2. But that happened sometimes. They would send us more, right? And, like, they weren't accounted for, so like no one would ever know. But in retrospect, I'm like, that's bad juju. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely some bad juju, especially because I enjoyed working at that job. But like, the assistant manager, this guy named Brandon, he was like this like 6-7 foot tall dude, right? And he's like, bro, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm like, yes, but yeah, I know.
No.
I would've. But anyway, yeah, Brandon's like, he was like, dude, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm like, maybe, because I actually didn't know that. He was like, dude, these are not in inventory. No one's ever gonna know. I was like, ow. He was a giraffe. Is that what you want to say, dude? Yeah, this guy was gigantic. I remember we went to my apartment after work one night. Because I wanted to show him Gamera 2000. And then my dog shit on the floor. Right. And like, we were just chilling, right? Talking about games. We haven't even turned on the game. And my dog, I guess, needed to go. But he didn't signal or anything, right? Because normally he would go to the door, right? And, you know, he'd like scratch at the door they want to go. But I guess maybe he was uncomfortable with the guest. And he walks and he sits in front of us. And then he just squats and he's just like, bloop, bloop, bloop. And my friend's like, whoa, your dog is totally taking a shit on your carpet. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, you know what, let's just go. We left. We went to an arcade or something. I don't remember, but like, yeah, the dog totally took a shit like right then and there. He was just like bloop, bloop, bloop. And then he was like, did you clean your carpet the next day? I was like, don't remind me. But yeah, we were chilling, right? And like, we hadn't even started playing any games. We were just on the couch. We were talking. I remember I brought him some like Shasta fruit punch, and the dog's just like,
What is it with you? the dogs. Remember we went to go take your mom to a hotel thing, and their dog just started.
And the dog shit in the lobby?
Right in the middle.
And you know what? That dog was also raised by my mom. The dog because she left that dog in the apartment. Because what happened is my mom moved out of that apartment and I took over the lease for that apartment. So I lived in that apartment and she didn't want to take the dog. She was like, well, if you're going to live in this apartment, you're going to take the dog. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll take the fucking dog then. And, I don't know what it is. Like, my mom would raise these dogs to just shit wherever they wanted, I guess. You know, because, like, remember we went to the hotel and it was, like, one of those extended stays. And the dog just, like, shits right there. As soon as we walk in, grass everywhere. Before we walked into the hotel lobby, grass all over. The dog could have shit anywhere he wanted. Instead, the dog chose for us to walk through these big double doors, and he just instantly is like I'm like, motherfucker. And we were scrambling. Jesse scrambled looking for paper and stuff to clean it up. Oh my god. We just left, yeah, at that point. We're like, listen, we're out of here. Stupid dog. Yeah, and the dog just squatted in there and just dropped logs. Dropped him right there on the floor. Didn't even care. All right, moving on. Let's stop talking about all the shitting dogs. But next one comes to us from Matthew. Matthew says, this is one of the hardest questions to answer since I have not really purchased any strange games. But something that is odd these days is that was common back then in the 90s was buying games by either filling in a form and mailing it in, or calling a number to place the order for the game. You would then wait weeks or over a month for a package to arrive that contained the game. I remember in the 90s for the Commodore Amiga where I placed an order via mail to have to have Frontier Elite 2, a sequel to Elite, the wire map spaceship game that also came out on the NES. I have no idea what that game is, but I do resonate with that experience. I was one of those kids who bought stuff with money orders. In the US, you used to use money orders for stuff. Graphics Gear says 4. Ooh, Graphics Gear might need to refresh. Refresh your just in case. He might be maybe like 10 minutes behind or something. Maybe. Unless he's answering something else. I don't know. I assume he's answering the question maybe. Sorry, I've been having bad acid reflux.
You're almost done with the team.
Issue. Live in the now, says Gordos. Live in the now. Live in the now. But yeah, I can totally resonate with that, Matthew. Having to buy stuff with money orders pre-credit card days, you know, like, was crazy. I bought so many things with money orders. You know, that was like the norm. That was the norm back then. But very cool. How long did you buy stuff like mail order like that, Matthew? Until how long? Probably until the later 90s, yeah? Because I think I started buying stuff on the internet in like 1998, 99, 98 with bank card, debit card, or whatever. But before that, it was money order. I would still buy stuff online, but it still had to be money orders. I remember I used to buy like Hong Kong VCDs and Hong Kong pirated PS1 games with money order too, and that would take damn near a month. It would be like 3 weeks to a month. I would get them from Hong Kong. Sometimes I would get them in 2 weeks. Sometimes I would get them in a month. It just depends, I guess, on the guy. So I would buy stuff with carrier pigeons at Famicom. Back in my day, I remember mail orders. They had forms too in the back of Goosebumps books. Oh yeah, and in all those things in Goosebumps and the Scholastic books. I remember you can mail order a bunch of stuff. Obviously, you know, video game magazines. Book It. Oh my God, Book It. Dude, Book It was around in my during my time too.
Really?
Yeah. I think I want to say it started in the 90s, right? Did they start doing the bucket stuff in the 90s?
Free pizza, free personal pizza.
Personal pan pizza.
And my mom was just like, "You want free pizza? Let me just pretend that you
You read all this
books."
shit.
Free
Yeah.
pizza, hell yeah.
Yeah. Comic books had them, says Matthew. Yeah. A lot of things had them. It was kind of cool though, because one day you would come home and then there would just be like this thing. You're like, wow! I used to do that with cereal stuff. I used to always do the mail order cereal stuff all the time for the toys. I remember doing like the Frosted Flakes had those like glow in the dark octopuses you would throw on the walls and they would like fall down. You could mail order like all of them if you wanted them, and I used to do that with that stuff. Nerd says, dude, you know when Pokemon came out, I got a Pokedex through some TV guide mail order. That's cool, like QVC and stuff. Man, I remember I did like those like Columbia House and stuff through the TV mail orders. The first like those sandwich makers. You remember when those sandwich makers first came out? That was one of those things from a TV thing. You could only get them from those TV things back then. The sandwich maker. It had a name back then. I forget what it was called. But yeah, I remember. Maybe you need more meat. No, I think I don't need meat. I think that might be my problem. Dude, I had the worst acid reflux yesterday. I slept like 3 hours. It was so bad. My shoulders and my chest hurt. My throat hurts. It was super bad. Jesse had to hold my tummy to make sure that like my belly doesn't explode.
Yeah.
As I'm dry heaving. He's like holding my stomach. Dude, I don't remember the last time, like last year, huh? It's been a long time since I got acid reflux like that. I don't remember the last time I got acid reflux like that. Last year?
It was last year.
It was last year, right?
Yeah.
Remember? I was like drowning in my own vomit. I woke up, I was like I couldn't breathe. It was crazy. But yeah, that was last year. So it'd been a while before I, so it kind of caught me by surprise. George Foreman grills, anything with Billy Mays. Dude, George Foreman grill was freaking awesome. I love the George Foreman grill. It was awesome. Do you have Tums or Pepto-Bismol? Yes. I took a bunch of Pepto-Bismol yesterday. I might need to take some more today. I also have Tums. I use these like chewable antacid things as well. But that one's more for heartburn though. I might need to actually take actual Prilosec. I know it makes me like my anxiety, but maybe it's time to take a couple, and then I can go back to the weaker stuff. Because I take like some like weaker brand stuff.
Take one. Because it's over the counter stuff.
The Prilosec? I know, but I have still lots of prescribed ones.
Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
We should definitely take one.
Yeah, if you want to grab me one, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will take it. Maybe take it now. George, do you have... Oh, I used to buy stuff on early eBay with money orders, but no mail order stuff. I did too. Yeah, I remember I used to buy a lot of early stuff, eBay stuff with money orders as well. This was like also same time, 98, 99. I think. I don't remember. When did I start using like actual like debit card? Like 99, probably. But yeah, late 90s, I was still doing money orders. Anyone remember the stupid Pepto-Bismol commercial with the squirrel on the airplane? What? No. I'm curious now.
I used to pay my rent with money orders.
Yeah, that's how I think everyone paid their rent with money orders back then. Yeah, I think that was a totally normal thing. I remember always having to run down to the manager to pay rent with money orders. So, I remember that. All right, moving back to the question. Number 11 comes to us from Mackenzie, aka Babbling Nerd. Says, it was late 2018. I was adding more games to my GBA collection. And one of the games I was wanting to add was the GBA version of Street Fighter Alpha 3, which is actually a pretty impressive port for the console it's on. Anyway, this guy agreed to meet me and sell me Street Fighter Alpha 3 on GBA and 2 more games, the Castlevania Double Pack and Metroid Fusion. It should have been an easy purchase. Anyway, I met this guy where he wanted to meet me, and I met him in the country that was an hour outside of town. No big deal. The guy meets up with me and he asks me if I'm the person who was looking to get the GBA games. I said I sure am. I gave him the money and he gave me the loose GBA cartridges in a small plastic bag. When I got back in my car, I checked the condition of the games and everything was clean and looked great. But there was an extra sunrise inside. The guy who sold me the games gave me a small sandwich bag of weed. Hooray! Except I don't smoke weed, so I toss it out the window before going back home. Here's a little bonus gift for you. Here's a little for the trouble for coming all the way out here. You get here's a bonus dime bag.
What is this shit?
What is this? That's funny. What was I reading here in your answer? Oh, you meant to say an extra surprise inside. I was like, an extra sunrise. Extra surprise inside. Surprise, it's weed.
Surprise butt sex.
Surprise butt sex. But the only difference was I was like 10 riding my bike. Year 7 to 11, and Saru was already 30. I was like 20. Okay.
You sat behind Jesus in the 3rd grade.
Yes, I was at the Last Supper. You would have been, yeah. I guess you were like 7, huh? Famicom. You were a wee baby.
That's not me.
A wee baby. He does look like a fucking baby. What was that from? Clockwork Orange. He's like, oh, well, how does the line go? I don't remember. I've only seen that movie once. What's the line I remember? He's like, he looks like a fucking baby or something. He does look like a baby. Wee baby. Get in my belly. You're thinking Austin Powers. I'm talking about A Clockwork Orange. It's a weird fucking movie. Mackenzie says, would have preferred an extra game for free than weed. Especially when I paid $150, but I guess weed is okay. Not if you throw it out the window.
He was probably like, I'll give him a sample of weed. Maybe he's a weed.
I know. He was probably trying to get you to. He's trying to up his clientele, maybe, and giving you a little sample. Then you can be like, hey, you got any more of those games? I need games. More games. All right, let me change the soundtrack really quick. Was that all of it? No, there's still
last one.
This is the last one?
I've never chosen the last one.
Oh, is this the last question?
Yep.
Fatal Fury. Let me listen to this soundtrack really quick. Let me listen to this soundtrack. Girl. Wow. Good old insets. What? Alright. Going back to the thing. Number 12, which is the very last answer of the day. Timing is pretty good. We did hit that 2-hour mark. Nerd Strategy says, I changed my answer. I got a safe one. So, at one of my jobs, we had fried breaded fish fillet sandwiches. Yum. That sounds so good. Oh my god, I want fish so bad. I'm sorry, I have to stop and talk about fried fish. I haven't had a good fish and chips in a long time. I would love fish and chips right now.
They have right here around the corner.
Where?
Like, you know, the Codfather.
The Codfather?
Yeah, the Codfather.
That's genius. Is it really called that?
Yeah, it's called the Codfather.
The Codfather.
It's really, really good.
That's great. Oh my god. Okay, we need to go to the Codfather.
It's right there on Green Valley and Sunset.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you find out about this?
It was that the guy who was watching YouTube who taught, you know, the guy, I forgot his name.
Danny the Medic?
Yes, he did one, and he said it was good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said it was really good. So maybe we should try it out.
Yeah, that sounds good. And now I'll end up ruining your appetite. No, we ate food already. We had Boba Boy. We had some pad CU and fried egg, whatever the fuck I had. I've heard of them. Heard it's good, says Gordo's. Nice. The Cod family is not messing around, says Snuff Dragon. Remember, everyone, press thumbs up to Saru's live stream. Yes, please hit that like button, you guys. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button, please. I would love that. All right, let's get back to the answer. Oh shit, that looks good. Damn, that looks good as. Do you like fried fish?
You know, I haven't tried it. You know what? If we go, I'll try it.
I thought I'd try to get you to try fish and chips, and I think you wouldn't or something.
Yeah, that was like.
Because you're like, it smells fishy. I was like, of course it's fish.
That was 10 years ago when I didn't know better.
When you didn't know better?
I'll try it.
Dude, I love fried fish like that. Why does that look like a butt right there?
I don't know.
It looks like a booty butt. Look at that one right there. What is that? Oh my god. Dude, that looks fantastic. Oh. Fried fish like that. It does it for me. So much. Alright. Number 12 comes to us from Nerd Strategy. Nerd Strategy says, I changed my answer. I got a safe one. So at one of my jobs, we had fried breaded fish fillet sandwiches. And I'm not huge on fish. But one time, a guy I know dropped it on the floor. And keep in mind, in restaurant floors, you are about as clean, as infested as Deadite's crusty butthole from the Evil Dead. Those unfamiliar with the Dead, the demon zombies are Deadites. Dared me to eat it for $50. I thought about it for a bit, and I used the money to buy Star Wars The Force Unleashed when the game came out. I remember picking out like dirt and hair from my teeth afterward, and I gagged a bit. Ew. And while that game was and is tons of fun, not worth it. You're like, what's this curly hair on my lips? Why is his hair extra curly? He's like, that guy probably fucking put it in his pants and he's like, it fell on the floor. That's what happened. Nerd's like, why does it smell like dick? Don't worry about it. My nails smell like fish. Jesse, it will smell weird, but add lemon or lime juice to fish and it will be better. Yeah, usually with fish and chips, they give you lemon that you can squeeze on, and I never use it because I like the taste of fish.
I'll try it.
Sugoi, arigato very much. I just saw that clip there. Hey, Saru, I found the Pepto-Bismol commercial for you. I'll post it in the Discord. Yeah, post it in the Discord. We'll watch it. There it is.
I sense you've overpacked your stomach. Try Pepto to go. It's Pepto-Bismol that fits in your pocket. Relief can be yours, but your peanuts are mine.
I've never seen that commercial.
That's cute.
I've never seen that before. That's cute though. That's what it sounds like. The Pepto is yours, but your penis is mine.
I love fish and chips. We should go. We should go to that thing and just, live stream us eating it.
I want it. Yeah, that'd be fun. We could do that. That same dodgy store I worked in, watched someone literally shake their pant leg until a turd rolled onto the ground in the store. They just walked out, leaving the turd there. Ew, that's so gross. What the fuck? What is wrong with people?
They did that when we used to work at Walmart too. Electronics was just full, there's poo, a line.
Dude, when I worked at Walmart, I am fortunate I never saw anything weird like that. Never.
I did.
No one ever did any bodily function stuff. No one threw up. Nothing weird, And I worked there for a while because I was a cashier for a while. Then I went to the photo lab. And I spent most of my time in the photo lab. That's probably why. People are not going to specifically go to the photo lab.
Yeah.
Unless they need photos, and it's kind of out of the way. It wasn't like when you worked at photo where it was kind of like you're just a guy standing at photos. This was like a legit lab. Back in the day, they used to keep them in the corners.
Yeah.
And it was its own. You had to leave Walmart, not leave, but go past the registers and then go out to the very end of the store, and it was its own thing. So you really had to have a purpose to go there. So we never saw anything weird. We only got bitchy customers who were like, "Why didn't you develop my pictures from my vacation?" And it's like a guy like just holding his dong or something, you know. And we got those a lot, and we wouldn't develop them because that was the policy, was that we didn't develop those pictures, right? Like we would see them on the on the thing, and we wouldn't develop them, or we would throw them away if we did develop them. But yeah, people would be mad, you know. They would be mad about it.
What's called those the negatives? Do they get the negatives?
Yeah, they got the negatives, and then be like, "You take it somewhere else."
Take it somewhere else.
Yep.
To,
you know,
like a local.
Yeah, go take it to your local shop and have them print your dick pictures. But yeah, and people will get mad too.
Yeah, I do with ours too.
Oh yeah, people got mad
because they would send them out and they bring it in and be like, "Oh, you can't."
Man, for you, that was probably so awkward because of the digital era, right? Because like we did it old school with film and stuff, so we didn't see the pictures with the customer. But when you were working Photo Lab, they probably, because you have devices and you would see them and they'd all come up.
Plug it in, and some guy was like, he's like, "Help me out." He's like, "I'm sorry, but you might see dick pictures." And I was like, "Okay, I won't look at him." He was like, "I don't care, you can look at them. I just need help." And sure enough, he was telling me which ones he wanted, what size, and bam, dick pictures and stuff like that. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he would laugh about it. He's like, "Does it look good?" I was like, and I'm like, "I'm not answering that.
Get the fuck out of here."
Laughing.
Man. That's weird.
And then, another lady too. She came in. He got her husband's phone, and she's like, "How do I go through those photos?" She's like, "Okay, here." And I showed her, right? And I remember, and I left, and I remember she was like, her face was getting so upset. Little by little, I'm like, "Oh no, she's probably finding all these pictures."
Of maybe like infidelity or something.
Because our old machines can bypass the password and go plug it in and go through all the pictures.
Oh wow!
Without because I knew a trick to how to bypass the password and get the pictures, and I did it for her. And she saw all these pictures.
Dang. Dick.
Yeah, and she was like upset. She unplugged it and left.
You mean you want to develop my photos of my dong? I'm giving you money.
Dick.
Gordo says, "Why you so old?" Remember when you hand in a roll of film and you can get them on CD? That was my era. We still did that.
Us too.
For us, it was new.
We did that as well.
Yeah, for us, that was like the new thing, right? Because this would have been like 1999.
Oh no! Please don't double down me.
They would get the disc full of everything in there, so we couldn't develop the photos or the digital, but they'll have the CD.
Yeah, we used to just whatever was on whatever, they would get it on the CD, so then they can share their JPEGs of their penises that way. But yeah, when we I remember a lot of things were new too, like Advantix cameras were the new thing for film cameras. Advantix was just a way to take like 60 panoramic pictures or whatever back then. And then we started doing. Oh really? They still do those? Yeah, Advantix cameras would take those pictures. I liked those. They were cool. I liked the Advantix cameras. And what else was there? Then yeah, we did stuff to CD. I actually still have some CDs from when we did that back in the day, and it was just full of like my internet shit at that time. No, it was like I was a big Pump It Up player, so like I used to print all of the Pump It Up like title cards for the games.
Oh man, stuff. Now that I think about it, I would have burned everything, and I don't know where those CDs went.
What do you mean?
Burn like media CDs or like data CDs of all my computer stuff on LimeWire and stuff.
Someone was like, "Oh my." Mackenzie says, "I don't know how many times at my old job I helped print photos for people from their phones or USB sticks and when they plugged them in the monitor, it would just display their pics. Lots of nudes, says Mackenzie. Let's see here. Famicom says, Jesse, like, yeah, that thing was so small I couldn't see it in the picture. Graphics Gear says, I remember you could get those Kodak photo CDs. Yeah. Dude, those were cool, those Kodak photo CDs. What do you mean? Okay, I already read that. What were you going to say?
Gordo says, I was developing a role for Weekly when I lived in London back in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
But I remember one time, because people will, give us like the roller thing and get developed, and they'll keep them there for 3 months. After 3 months, we got to call them every week. Hey, your thing's gonna get deleted.
Oh, we just threw them away
for a week.
Yeah.
And then the last week, we called the person every day. We were gonna throw it away. We threw it away. The next day, the person came.
Damn.
And this guy was so pissed. That was my family vacation. I was like, it was here for 6 months.
It's like, you should have come.
Yeah.
You should have come and got him.
He was like ready to punch me.
Dude, we called once.
We would call
when we were doing. Yeah, we called once if they didn't come for their photos, and we would let them know. We would call once, sometimes twice. It depends. It depended on, I don't even remember. It depended on whatever the fuck we felt like at the time. Yeah. And if they didn't come, we would throw them away. We threw away tons of pictures.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, we threw away tons of pictures.
This guy came up. He's like, I told her to throw them away. You didn't tell us. There's no note. He almost jumped over the counter, and like was about to like hit me. Wants to punch me. I'm gonna kill you. And I'm glad that the security guard, what's it called, loss prevention, was right there, and he grabbed him. He's like, "Well, you're getting kicked out," and he asked if he wanted to press charges, because he like grabbed me like
oh,
that.
Did he?
Yeah, he grabbed me.
You're like,
but
nah.
I escaped like a squirrel.
Like a squirrel, you are a squirrel.
No, and I ran. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
You climbed on the furniture.
This guy was like 6'2", me being 5'4", 5'5".
Great movie, 1 hour photo with Robin Williams. Man, I haven't seen that. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Man, I like Robin Williams. I haven't seen it.
It's not creepy. It's I don't know how to explain it. I don't ruin the movie for you.
Unsettling?
It's kind of like, oh shit.
Who remembers going on trips or holidays and buying disposable cameras? Dude, yeah. I remember. I used to buy lots of those Fujifilm ones. Those green and white Fujifilm cameras. Yeah, I used to buy a lot of those and take pictures, and then like sometimes they wouldn't, like some pictures wouldn't take, and like yeah, it sucks. Now Dragon says, I think my bro still has the first Pikachu disposable cameras. Man, I want to say I remember those, but I don't. I'm probably, if I see a picture, I'll probably remember. But anyhow, I think that's the end of our show. Let's announce who the winner of the prize giveaway is. Prize giveaway.
1 second.
I'm glad you're okay, Jesse. That time at my old job when I got bear maced was one of the scariest things I ever had to deal with. Even today, I still get scared seeing people in ski masks, says Mackenzie. I remember when you were talking about that. That would be traumatizing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, Mackenzie. Matthew says, remember the days of Polaroid cameras where you shook the photo for the picture to show up? Yes, we got our first Polaroid when we went to Magic Mountain, actually. We went to Magic Mountain, and we didn't have any camera at the time. My mom had like stupid like 110 cameras because she liked those stupid cameras. And she didn't have it with her at the time. And that was the first time we got a Polaroid camera, was our trip to Magic Mountain to take pictures. And I was just, all the awkward child pictures that you can take. But yeah. Graphics here says, I had a Polaroid SX70, but later in the early 2000s I got a Polaroid iZone that made these little instant photos. Oh, kind of like the ones that are still popular now. What are those called? Instax?
Instax, yeah.
Polaroid Instax is still a thing.
That's right there.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one from Mexico? Or? Yeah, Instax have been popular for years now. People still get those Instax cameras. And they're like these things. I want to get one actually. They're kind of cool, even though the picture quality is mostly shit, right? But it's pretty cool. They're kind of like nice little mementos, which is neat.
I kind of wanted to buy one a long time ago and take it to Japan with me.
I know.
And then take pictures and give those to, like, you know, this is back in 2019. Pass them out to my family.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to get like a lilac colored one. I saw a lilac one. I was like, I want it. I'm obsessed with lilac colored shit. Even though I don't have that many things. My phone, a controller. I used to have Samsung headphones that were lilac colored, but I left them in the hotel room, and of course they're gone forever. The shit is part of the charm of Polaroid. Yeah, that's kind of like, you know, like a cassette.
Yeah.
I have a VHS camcorder I want to fix as Famicom. Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
Matthew says, now all we need is Saru to have Casio Loopy for him to make photos and stickers and all the kawaii in them.
I know. Casio Loopy time. Let's go. Let's get a Casio Loopy. You could still find like new rolls of that sticker paper. I'm like, how much of that shit did they make? If you can still find like new rolls for your Casio Loopy printer thing. Mackenzie says my first camera, funny enough, was actually a PSP camera. It worked at the time. I had photos of myself. Says Mackenzie. What? There. Just put it somewhere. Stop it. Just leave it somewhere. Leave it there. Leave it there.
Okay. You're all the people who entered the contest.
For me, it was a Game Boy camera. Dude, that's awesome. Wait, the Game Boy camera? Oh, your first like digital camera was the Game Boy camera? Dude, I'm trying to think. My first digital camera was an HP something or another. When those like first like HP, I don't know if they were the first, but I had one. It was like 1998, and it was like HP Photo Smart something or another. This was a big fucker, and it took compact flash, and it took photos in like 320. Like some horseshit resolution. Gordo says, good night, Saru, Panda, and crew. Great show and answers. Good night, Gordos.
Good night, Gordo.
Say hi to Amanda for us as well, and tell her we're still doing that K-pop Demon Hunters watch party that you're gonna be part of,
Sing
whether you
with
like
us.
it or not. You're gonna have to sing all the songs with us.
He probably knows all the songs.
He probably knows all the songs. But yes, please say hi to Amanda and tell her K-pop Demon Hunters watch party. You'll tell her.
We're all gonna have matching shirts too.
Yep, we're all gonna have matching shirts of our bias. Who's your bias? Mine is Zoe.
I don't know.
Zoe, or maybe even Mira.
Probably Mara.
Yeah, I like Zoe. She's cool. I imagine if I had to guess which one Amanda liked, I would say Mira.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask her, but I feel like she would be a Mira bias. The chubby kid. The guy that's played by Ken Jeong, Dr. Ken. He plays. Are you talking about the manager? The manager is played by Dr. Ken. Or Ken Jeong from Community also. Gay! Only the Hori Piranha Plant Switch 2 camera is 480p.
That's cool. I want that. I just want to get it.
The Switch 2 camera?
Yeah, it's the piranha plant. You close it and you open it for the.
Oh, that's kind of
I
cool,
just
actually. And Hangover, yes, Hangover. That's right. He's the voice of the manager in K-pop Demon Hunters. But anyhow, all right, here we go. Did you do the thing? Oh no, you can look it up. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry,
No worries.
I didn't realize.
That's
You
okay.
can.
No, that's fine. I don't even know what it's called.
I thought I was just
No, I already
wasting
have it.
time. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I've had it on.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I was blabbing. Oh my gosh, indigestion, big time.
Let me know when. I already shuffled.
All right, here we go. We already shuffled. This is for the prize giveaway. When you guys answer the question every week, we put you in this wheel for the prize giveaway. The prize can be any charm, any one charm from sarumaru.com, or a game from our video game giveaway. You can pick, or if you are here live and you'd rather do a gachapon, you can also do a gachapon right here, right now, live, if you are one of the people picked. These are all the people that answer the question. Let's go ahead and spin that. Good luck, everybody. Oh shit, go on. Go on. Cool. I don't think he's ever won. Has he ever won?
No.
Anything? All right. Well, he's not here. He's like super asleep right now. So we'll send him a message and tell him that he can pick a game or a charm, whatever he wants. But very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't think Gohan's ever won. He's answered quite a few times, but I think this is the first time he's ever won, which is cool. But yeah, congrats to Gohan. You guys can tell him in the Discord too. You guys can tell him congrats there, because he's not gonna see this. But we'll tell him in the Discord. We'll send him a message. But anyhow, that was awesome. Today was a good show, and I'm surprised because we started late.
We did, yeah.
We started super late. I was like, man, we're starting so late, because I was still working on the charm, and setting it up and thumbnail. Honey Pop is free on GMG.
Honey Pop?
Yeah, it's a hentai game. It's like a hentai puzzle game. Nuv Dragon, there you go, Nuv Dragon. Honey Pop.
What's the other one?
Go get yourself some Honey Pop.
What's that other one that we talk about all the time? Like, never watch Lemon. No, it's
Cream Lemon?
Cream Lemon.
That's where the Double Dong is from.
No, there's another one with the incest.
With,
Oh, never mind.
was it Gaokai's?
I think, no, I forgot which one it was.
There were multiple things with incest. Well, I mean, Japan.
Yeah.
Japan is weird like that. It doesn't count. They're stepsisters. No, in Gaokai's are the actual like biological brother and sister. And it's like, ew, gross. What the fuck? What the fuck? You can get 12 free adult games on GOG for a limited time. Really? No way. Is that like are they doing like a FU to that whole movement where they're trying to like get people to... That's interesting. I don't use good old games, but I will totally download it and go download whatever dirty games just to be part of that movement, because that is some bullshit. All right, adults should be able to consume the hentai games unless it's like super questionable, right? But like, like normal things, like let them consume. It's stupid. It's so dumb. And then people are like, oh, you're just promoting gooner games. It's like, shut the fuck up. Let people do whatever the fuck they want with their money. If people want to get anime titty games, let people get anime titty games. Honey Pop is part of the collection. Oh, so it's... Oh, you get like automatically, you get like those 10 games? Oh, interesting. So you just automatically get them. Let me see. Censorship is quietly deciding which games you can buy. We're fighting back. Wow, that's kind of cool, actually. I am against this type of censorship. You know what I mean? I don't consume any hentai games, but I'm against censoring that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Unless, like I said, unless it's like questionable content. But if it's just good old anime titums, that's fine. We're adults. You know what I mean? Like let people consume like adults. You know, like there are much bigger things to worry about. You know, like other real things to worry about, like crazy stuff. But anyway, who gives a fuck? It's a gooner game. That's just a current buzzword to try to shame people. It really is. It really is. All right. You know what, Rover? It's time to make our sexy game. It's time to make our sexy game. We're going from a children's game to like, get this game for your kids. Get this game for you. Who would I be with censorship, says Nuff Dragon. Well, there you go, Nuff Dragon. Go download those games then. Go download those games. Yeah, let us consume games, says Famicom. Yuki and Jenny Scissor Party. It's happening. Fuck yeah, Yuki gone wild. Let's go. The problem I have with censorship is where do you draw the line? Like, anime titties can't exist, but what about Cyberpunk or other games with nudity in them? I know, I feel like people are like picking and choosing like what is okay, but like, I don't know. Going to make a game that rivals Valis X. Yes. It's going to be called Phallus Triple X. We're making it happen. All right, you guys. I think that's it, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
We did everything. It mostly just feels like anti-Japan sentiment. That's kind of what it feels like. That's kind of what it feels like to me. That's kind of how the feeling I'm getting as well. I need less Imagine to my Yuki mouse pad. All right, next mouse pad, they're just going to be out. I'll redo the mouse pad, but this time they're gonna be tits out. Tits out, pandas out. Panda's gone wild. That's the next game. Where Jesse wears nothing but the panda head and nothing else. So nobody pillow hot Hugh-chan for you. So no body pillow hot Hugh-chan for you now. I agree with that, Taters. Is that it's anti-Japan movement, but that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I wonder what they censored here. That clearly looks like a booty right here, right? You see it? There's like a girl. There's her boobies. There's a booty. That's a booty. That's a booty. But anyway, I think we are ending it here. 2 hours and a half. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Considering how many answers did we get? 12? 12 answers. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. Let me go back to that thing really quick so I can pull it up on my Twitter. I want to pull it up on my Twitter. Why won't this open in Twitter? Alright, anyway, you guys, we're going to go ahead and take off. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We are making this Hugh-chan charm, Summer Hugh-chan. It'll be a mini charm. And stop it. Stop doing that. But anyway, guys, thanks everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. We will be back Monday for East, but on Twitch, not on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Twitch. We will be back on Monday for some games. Thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you all next time. Bye.